of Anubis. Sangal going to be starting on the attacking side. Remember, 13-2 the first time they played just, what, like 3 days ago?
And weirdly enough, that was off of a 10-round CT side opening from Sangal. So we're going to actually see what their T side has in store today. Didn't get much of a picture of that last time, so Rob's giving it up completely at A. Sangal with the bomb outside of this position. FaZe getting curious, but Sangal are playing for this. They want this kill. And Jota is extremely patient as Frozen moves up B.
Oh, Frozen's going to be so sad. Oh, he's going to be so sad. Oh, he's not very happy.
Hate that for him.
I hate that for him entirely.
And Frozen, the first player to be jotted down.
Oh, he's coming in hot.
On the death
It doesn't even need the warm-up.
He's got the reference to the last segment. He's got the wordplay.
Unbelievable.
It's so easy when all the jokes can be bad. Like, the problem is when you need to make them good.
You never need to make him good. At least that's what my career tells me. Brokey's going to be in an engagement at long range. And here comes the push. Oh, they would have wrapped towards the B-bomb site. Good luck, buddy. Good luck, Brokey. Oh, he's got two. That's nice.
It's more than he bargained for. And Rain still has a potent position. Well, they realize that they have to plant for the temple side. Sangal can't be exposed to all these unknown positions like Dark and like Main. Rain gives up his position, but Karrigan coming in from spawn in a buddy system with Rops. They're going to start trading out. Karrigan, 2 kills, and Rain taps the last. FaZe with a pistol.
Opportunity for a 1v2 for Jota there, but he ran out of ink.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, my
there
lord.
It is.
2 for 1.
Same round. Someone stop this guy.
That's unbelievable.
And that would be that for today. All tapped out.
5-on-4, failed conversion for Sangal.
I don't know if it's still, it's been almost a year of MR12. And
Yeah.
I think maybe just about now, the players are realizing how much 1 or 2 rounds can change the game, right? Like how much you can't drop the edge for even just a second, right? Like you have to really minimize mistakes in MR12.
Speaking of minimizing mistakes, Karrigan commits to a full swing and spray.
He's done lots of damage.
He's done loads of damage.
Giving them an M4, and look at the rifles just run rampant in middle. Oh, do they reset? This is quite nice. They were going to go, but they smoked off both sides, so screw it.
Yeah, you have to reset. You have to reset. So FaZe have at least forced them into that. Bought themselves a little bit of time to maybe clean up xCloud, maybe clean up Youngstar, you know, anything that you can find, but no real good position of where to play next.
This is it's a good freeze from Sangal, right? 5v3, there's so much time on the clock. You can still maneuver anywhere you want on the map.
Just
Pressure is on
patch it.
FaZe to do something, to make a move.
Is this going to make you angry? Is
It's
this going to make you angry?
10 minutes of work, and it's just shit. It just needs to be patched.
Oh my god, the timing.
Is it 10 minutes of work? Could you go on the PC setup and patch it real quick?
No, I'm not a dev, though.
That's fair.
I'm sure you could be, though.
You could be. Maybe there's
Yeah.
a YouTube guy.
If you applied yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Definitely need to work a bit harder for that one. It's tempting for FaZe, but no kit right now. Is there one loose?
It doesn't look like they're going for it.
Resmoke,
Rain's
yeah.
not headed towards A main whatsoever. He's backing off towards Rug, so exit kills are the name of the game. Okay, first round for Sangal is good rebuttal.
All right.
All right.
Didn't take long.
This is one of those rounds that's... This is probably the worst round to lose in Counter-Strike right
Yeah.
now. Win pistol, lose second round.
On CT side.
Especially on CT side, right? I mean, the only thing that could be worse is if they lost these 2 rifles as well. At least they'll have 2 M4s.
This is a nasty shot on a Brokey. Diego, how would you say that name?
Samey.
Yeah, see? That's what I did as well. It's
And
Same. Same.
Same.
Okay.
Sometimes players say how they want their name to be pronounced, and I'm like, are you sure, though?
I actually haven't checked with
Because I know what sounds better. I can just...
Same.
I haven't actually checked with him. That's mostly based off Twitch chat. We had a whole thing on day 1.
I think someone spoke to him.
Same? Should they?
Someone
Okay.
spoke to someone on this team.
Kame, Same, Ha.
I'm sure that's a reference.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay.
Come on, you.
Wrong guy.
I'll get some Shakespeare out for the next one.
Yeah. Well versed.
Okay, Same. Tapping away through the smoke.
Didn't go too well for him though.
No, that's a big letdown in this situation. That's gonna be really quite a painful death to take. AK-47 recovered, but it's a gift given over towards Rain over the top of that smoke for a 5-on-4.
Nice molly might force Carrigan to commit. It's not that good of a molly. Still got a bit of a gap. LNT coming in with a clear. That's still a kill for Carrigan. So honestly, not going too bloody bad for FaZe. 4-on-2, gun loose. Youngstar can cover the cross, but FaZe don't need to send it. They've retrieved another rifle. They're going to push the smoke. Disrespectful for Rain. And they're done.
What do you think is the speech before this game from FaZe? What do you think like the conversation is? It's probably not super tactical. I feel like it's probably like we took that loss personally. You know, like they embarrassed us on day one. Let's come back in. Let's show them who daddy is.
I think that's just the problem for FaZe in general. Like that's the part that they need to sort of figure out, right? It's not anything necessarily tactical that they have big gaps in their game. It's just players dropping down, you know, 5% everyone, or here and there, or some players more than others, or someone always disappears at the worst time in a series, right? And they just can't get their confidence back up. I think the confidence is missing a little bit for some of these FaZe players, and you know, you can't change who you are as a team, and these players also can't all of a sudden start to play differently and have different approaches. You have to go for your plays, go for your moves, right? You know, someone like Rain, you have to be aggressive. Rob's on the lurk, you have to sometimes just be annoying, like try to create space, try to hit timings. If you don't do that, then the whole game falls apart for you. Your whole approach, your whole system falls apart.
Well, so far so good here in the first 3 or 4 rounds. Only 2 smokes left for Sangal. And lining up for this B split, gonna be delayed. Rain wants to peek behind that, gets the information. Same's committed to the spray, so he just takes him down nice and casual-like and drops a smoke, and this hit is disrupted.
Hello.
There's a shot. One man in the sight. Rain holding his smoke. This is the last smoke available for FaZe. When that fade Sangal can go together, they're waiting though. Might actually reset entirely. That bomb going middle right now, so Sangal want nothing to do with this. Rain is very curious. He might figure this one out. They've doubled up and they're going to re-push, so FaZe getting a lot of info. Robs needs to be warned, aware that he is alone right now. They could even be rapping.
He's so pushed up though, he can't, yeah, that's the thing. Since mid isn't being washed, he can't really fall out of A main. He has to stay committed in this position. It's the only safety he's got. Oh, he's got a headshot though too.
No helmet. Youngstar dead first, and now Sangal, they've got the sight, but FaZe have got a man advantage and quick flanks and lots of position. Awkward engagement up heaven for Jota. 1-for-1. Frozen still scared of a mid lurker. They're both in the sight though, and Rob's trades a kill in the meantime. So X-Filed in the open, there's nowhere to go, and FaZe win the round. Fantastic work for Robs. Knows he has that 1v1 in main when they go for the mid split, and plays it patiently on the retake.
Yeah, if Sangal wanted to win that, they had to get it. They had to be much quicker about being aggressive towards camera heaven, and they needed to bring pretty much everybody to at least secure some kind of position outside of the bomb site. That was way too difficult, but the plan helps, and 3-1 for FaZe to kick things off. Oh, well, tech issue here on the caster PC. There we go, got it solved. Nice. Has it been that long, Yanko?
Yeah, when it comes to casting, Jason, just last Pro League.
I heard you always wanted to be a caster.
Yeah, someone told me.
Yeah. It is nice.
You idolize the position.
I just idolize you mainly.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
The explosion with a couple of flashes over the top. Frozen, unbothered by them. Oh my god, Rain, he never saw anyone until it was too late. Frozen's on 4, and he won't get the ace. FaZe aren't complaining. 4-1. Very different game now.
Yeah.
I think for FaZe it's just about finding their mojo. This tournament is all about that, right? And trying to see if this team can figure it out again, right? If they can get back to being in finals instead of just maybe making playoffs and then not making any deep runs. Like that's what this tournament is about. Probably the next one.
That's probably what every tournament's about for them leading up to the major, right? You have to have your eyes set on the major as like the biggest priority for FaZe.
Yeah, but also, you know, you kind of have to win something or at least play a final, right? Like up until that point to get into the major with some confidence. It's also a bit funny to see all of these guys who were at NIP at some point
Yeah.
still rocking LNZ, FaZe on wildcard.
Right. All the NIP leftovers are still around.
Yeah, I saw Nip giving some congratulations to LNZ after they won against FaZe the first time.
That's cute.
Nip playing after. Oh, no way he gets a double for the Swede and the Molotov. He's not going to escape, but he's poised Sangal for a potent round. Through the smoke they walk. And that's it. Should be done. FaZe out of position for this one. 2-on-4, and Sangal are already hunting. They know where FaZe's money is.
That's crazy. That's just 2 dry fights. That's just like stepping into 2 fights. Even the second one fighting inside of Molotov as well. Fair play.
Yeah, Brocky has to get that trade. Then the round probably changes a lot. Carrigan is close. That's the one kill that, you know, changes the round. Sure, Robs is like in an off angle, win some, lose some. But he's there because Brocky's right behind and he has another player close by, right? If he was by himself, probably plays it a little bit differently.
So he called himself Youngstar, and he is 19. He has, you know, some big games, but...
Is it Young Star or Youngster? I've just ruined. I've just ruined your entire perspective.
I'm going to presume it's the X is a filler for, you know, a...
But there's 2 X's.
There's 2 X's.
Yeah, they're different. They're different letters, though.
Okay.
I'm presuming a lot here.
So this
is aside from
There's
my
a lot of
point.
assumptions.
I was going somewhere with
Okay,
this. Do you think when in like 6 years, right, when he's no longer the young star, do you think he'll go the Magisk route? Because he was Magisk boy, and then he just became Magisk, right? Do you think he'll like call himself Old Star, or maybe just Star, or maybe
I surely hope that he doesn't call himself Old Star at 25 years old, because that would be depressing. I think it's not about, you know, your age, it's how you feel deep inside.
Yeah, but Magisk stopped feeling like a boy.
Started feeling like a man.
Stop feeling young? That's the question.
Wonder if he could change his nickname now, Magic's what it would be.
Ooh, not ideal. Once again, middle of the map.
Nickname.
Just being exploited. Oh, another one! Oh, the middle of the map. It's just owned.
3 kills! And they're in the site.
How long before Eternal Fire gets this guy?
Bring him back in. It's the Turkish Counter-Strike way. Just recycle the boys.
It has to happen.
True, yeah. Join up with Engine.
Yep, get them all back in.
Paz still has it.
I believe the Paz comeback in 2020X.
Yeah, and as we know, X can be anything.
Exactly.
All right, Rain. Oh, my lord almighty. Okay, now it's starting to shift. Now the winds are changing. Frozen, going to try and keep this M4 in hand. I wonder if this knocks FaZe off their game a little bit. They're getting wrecked in middle. So now this will be kind of cool, because now we get to see a little bit of a tactical proficiency from the Sangal side, right? They've abused middle the last 2 rounds straight. They've taken it. I mean, they even took A main. A's been able to be split and abused the past couple rounds. I wonder if FaZe is going to overreact and try and shift something on the defense, like an extra player somewhere else that Sangals can outcall them.
I'm trying to think who else, you know, who plays mid for some of these teams on CT side, right? Because Carrigan is there for FaZe.
Well, Nico plays it for G2.
Yeah, exactly. For Navi. Is it Dime? No, or Alexi? No,
I think it's Alexi, to be honest.
It's funny to see like different teams have different approaches still to like where to put your star player or where to put your in-game leader.
I think I mean, like everything, it's like the team is like a puzzle piece, right? Like you have to like see where your strengths are and just try and find ways to overcome some of the weaknesses as well. Maybe they don't have the luxury of a star player who enjoys playing middle, you know?
Chopper on Spirit.
Well, I feel like when Anubis first came into the pool, mid was like a way bigger point of action on the map. Right? Like I felt like more teams attacked into it. Nowadays, it feels like there's a couple mid plays, but it's you know, a lot of it is focused on taking A main first. A lot of it is on pressuring dark.
B lurk smoke.
It's JL on Navi. It's Apex on Vitality. A lot of in-game leaders.
Ah, the IGLs.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Who is it on Liquid? Tell me that, Hugo. Give me a Liquid.
I think
new
No,
liquid.
I'm checking. It's Twist.
Twist. And he counts as an IGL now.
He's an IGL and a star player.
He's maybe actually the IGL that you'd point to as the perfect example of an IGL.
Perfect IGL.
Perfect IGL.
The GOAT?
The GOAT. We don't know it yet.
Give it time. What a save for FaZe. They got guns out of eco. They had mostly armorless pistols, so leaving with something, I say that, Robs, under question. This is I did not know about this. This is a cool angle. Of course, they're aware. So one gun saved for FaZe, and we've got Sangal waking up.
Oh yeah, you mentioned all the old Swedes that are still around. We got Yumpy back there. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I did. Just now, actually. Funny you should
I recognize that guy.
Yeah, he's well, right?
Yeah.
Like,
He was like the
all the way
analyst,
back.
slid into the coach role for a minute.
One Katowice.
Yeah, did some good
Went
work with
to
them.
North. Don't talk about that.
Dead now, of course.
And Sangal is like one of the red hot teams coming into this one, right? Them and Wildcard have been on a win streak.
Yeah, the Sangals had like a 12-match win streak. They lost a couple leading into Pro League, but that stretch probably did wonders for their confidence. They're going to go right back at mid. They're like, we haven't had too many issues. This time, though, problem, because FaZe did adapt. Rops is going to be playing close to camera. Him and Kerrigan shut it down with ease.
And dry AWP peak. Youngstar finally gets punished on that A main take, and well, it's back to the winning ways for FaZe. 2v5.
He has to try something, I guess, but it's a little bit of a naive reaction. They see Rops on the kill feed in mid, right? So it's like, oh, well, maybe the gap is here. And then Brock is there.
You always have like
with
that
his big stick.
You always have that voice in the back of your head that's like, okay, that guy's in middle, but there's no smoke in this choke point. There's probably going to be an AWP here, but I'm just going to peek it anyways. And then
But
you
there
get
was a-
killed by the AWP, and then you're like, oh, I should have known.
I think on the minimap I saw even a CT smoke there. So they even disguised it. FaZe a little bit further.
Wait. What?
No, they're not going to lose, but this
Is
is
this 1v5?
this is really expensive all of a sudden. Really, really expensive. Kerrigan's the insurance policy. He's just going to park himself. This is perfect. Great round from Jota, though. Jota.
He's dead. No way! This is a
What is
1v5.
happening?
Rain's the B player.
Dude,
Here's him as well. He knows exactly where Rain's coming from.
when was the last 1v5 you saw one?
Right now, in this moment. Fakes it. 15 seconds, and he dies. What a nice try.
Pen is indeed mightier than the sword, Hugo, but not Rain.
Not gonna beat the weather.
Not today.
That's
Oh,
a disgusting
nice try.
attempt, though. That's really nice.
try.
But how does FaZe give all this up? There's one right after was the 1v5.
there
Yeah,
was
the flank
1v5,
push.
yeah.
And then a nice little peek in here with a good headshot.
It's a little awkward because I was just about to compliment FaZe. I guess I still can, but let's do it with that
this
round
is
in
Maybe a
mind.
little more tempered. you
Yeah.
know?
This is exactly the type of stuff that I meant when I talked about MR12, right? It's not even necessarily losing the round. It's something like this. You look at the money of FaZe now, it's gone, right?
Brokey's got an AWP, no
Sangal
armor.
wins this round. Easily, it could be 7-5 for them.
Yeah.
Because a 1v5 turned into a 1v1, right? You can see that Rops has no nades. Brokey has a smoke and a flash. Rain has just a smoke and an HE, right? Okay, they have only one kit on Kerrigan. That all stems from, you know, not having a cleaner round win when you were in a 5v1.
Yeah, FaZe screwed up. That's the moral of the story.
I think in MR15, you could still be like, but MR12, man, life comes at you fast.
Little bait and switch setup over an A main, but might even activate Rops for an early push.
no.
Oh, that's the worst timing. The worst possible.
This is
Frozen's
nice.
the only one left at the B-bomb site. Good kill, but not able to transfer. There's the push from Rops. He somehow doesn't find a frag
Wait,
and gets
mid.
dispatched from mid. And now
gonna-
you have to save.
Yeah. And X-Loud, he knows they're done with it.
We came up with a jingle last night for save rounds.
Yeah.
Me, Chad, and Harry. And it was stuck in my brain.
Can you sing it for the audience?
Yeah, S-A-V-E. You ain't got economy, you're saving. You're saving.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel like we could get that on the green screen. That'd be nice.
Have you got
Yeah.
one for a ninja? Because Brokey's trying. Brokey's actually trying.
No, he's not.
He's got a kit.
There's no way he's trying. He doesn't have a
He's
smoke.
not gonna do
he
it.
doesn't have a smoke. He doesn't have armor.
He's going to try.
He's not going to try.
He
He's hoping for a
trying.
free kill.
Okay, yeah. He looked. He smoked behind him and he
I mean,
walked temple. He looked, Jason.
I know I say that very confidently, but he is a bit crazy, so it's very possible he was considering it.
FaZe are playing, like, as we've already seen in the 5v1, to their detriment. Very confidently. We've seen a lot of smoke pushes. Robs was pushed A main all the way to water before they were even through the smoke into B killing rain. FaZe are playing aggressive. FaZe are playing disrespectful. They're playing like the better team, but it's also, as we've already seen, letting them down at times. And there's the effect of that 5v1 that Yanko talked about going down to 1v1. FaZe are on eco now. They could have been controlling this game. They've now given Sangal a way in.
Yeah, they've given him a good chance to steal the opening map yet again in this series. Probably a horrible feeling for FaZe. A little deja vu starting to creep in. Brokey's op in middle to help Kerrigan push up and get that angle down towards Canals. He's going to back off. Look at Sangal, man. They're just waiting for something cheesy.
They're trying to figure out where the op is, right? These rounds, like, you look at the weaponry and you think, ah, yeah, this is easy for Sangal. It's actually some of the trickiest rounds to play. There's a saved op, maybe one more gun. Okay, sure, here it's just 4 pistols with no armor, but still, you know, if he picks one guy off at the start, it's a 5v4, then he moves on somewhere else, you don't have the info, all of a sudden it might be 5v3 and there's not much time left. You know, the opponents know where you are and the round falls apart pretty fast. So Sangal covering their bases. They're the ones with the entry kill on Kerrigan in mid.
Do we know the IGL of Sangal? I don't have that information.
It's LNZ.
I don't know him.
LNZ?
It's LNZ. Yeah.
We're not friends or anything.
Yeah, not
That's
first
what
name
you mean.
basis.
Yeah.
Oh!
There you go.
They smoke breaks. Brokey would just drop in. He's going to go for more, going as wide as he can.
Oh.
And we'll give it up. Robs can't grab the gun, but Robs with a pistol, they won't check it. They have no idea he's on the cake. Rob takes another. Trying to dance around the site. He's read it so well. Now he's got the upgrade, and X-File is running for the hills.
Yeah, he's got the bomb too. Ooh, he's going to have a good timing on this. Can they get him on the cross? Where does he want to plant? Out in the open? Can Rain see him?
Nope.
Boom. All right. Settles into the 1v2. X-Cloud going to position himself inside the bomb site. Spots one towards CT. Finds Rain out in the open! Oh my god!
Wow.
Ooh! That's a quick shot.
14-7. He's feasting right now.
And he was one of the 2 players generally at the top of the scoreboard for Sangal as well during that 12-round streak.
Yeah.
When we kind of looked into it. As him and Jota were kind of the 2 players that were most frequently the heavy hitters.
I mean, his recovery is crazy because you joked about it earlier. He was, of course, on Eternal Fire, Turkish player, but he left. He had a hand injury. He had surgery. He stopped playing pro for, I want to say, 6 months plus. Didn't see him play officials. He just, what? Again? So coming back into a very different team, a far less experienced team, a younger team, and being the star of it, it's a super cool story for X-Cloud, considering for how long he did disappear from playing competitively.
Yeah, you don't see that recovery come in too often.
And a wrist surgery as
Right, on
well,
top
the
of
whole
it.
thing. Like,
And it's not like he was some established player ahead of time.
No.
You know, he went out and very easily could have not come back. This is a cool little resurgence from X-Cloud.
I think he joined and left Eternal Fire like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. That team was always struggling to find solutions in terms of roster. We enter the mid-round in a 3v3, and FaZe pushing Canals to wrap around towards that A-bomb site. Frozen coming in through CT spawn. Time to get the bomb planted as they see everything's clear. Kerrigan, early challenge,
man.
wins it out. And now it's X-Cloud, the final boss, and he can't handle it either.
Go B, but the bomb's down. That's the issue. He threw it to his teammate, and they'll close the round. And with it, the half. FaZe, a far better showing this time on Anubis in a rematch matchup between FaZe and Sangal. Join us in just a sec.
scenery sometimes. Aircaster right now not having a lot of time to admire. He's trying to get his team fixed up. This is the last timeout coming through. This is the last timeout for FlyQuest. So whatever he's saying to them, it is his last opportunity to really get in their heads, to try and reprogram them here.
We're getting halfsies. We're getting halfsies.
In Mongolia, we have a saying, 9-10, go kill. Shit, he's not on this roster. Ali, go kill.
It's crazy that Spirit and Mongols game was in the mid bracket. Now Mongols now sent to last chance bracket.
Yeah, revenge for Spirit, right? After that cooking in Cologne. It is, I do like the fact that Spirit have rebounded, that they clearly, you know, seeing them in Cologne, it was so uncharacteristic. Talking to them a little bit, or people around the team, it just seemed like, I don't know exactly what had happened, but something had definitely gone wrong with the mentality, it felt like. Maybe underestimating, maybe overlooking the early stages, and sometimes you need a slap in the face early.
Yeah.
And I think that was a good slap in the face for, you know, young players who maybe were letting the momentum get to their head a little bit. You get that slap, you go, okay, no, actually, we got to take everything seriously. You come out cooking here at Pro League. Donk comes out trying to just consume people alive. That's what you like to see. Here comes the hit. Dexter tickled up, missed him on the first swing. Seemed like he should get vision on that, but Vexite is going to get 2 off the 5-7. Hold on, they're cooking. Ins now connecting, back of the cake. He's got a surprise for them. It's a Razor Blade baked into this thing. That might just be choking. Oh, they know he's here. They know he's here, and now his support is gone. It has to be Ins. But he's brought it down to just the 1. Clutch on again, back of the cake, waiting on this smoke fade. The reposition is Amelia expected. He spotted something. A wisp, a pixel, enough to tip him off. And again, the clutch will go the way of Lin Vision.
Such a nice try there coming through. Vexite with a double kill on that 5-7 with the quickness. Able to trade things out. I think Dexter was holding such a thin pixel that he did not even see or visualize that initial peak. So his smoke comes off a little late. Vexite and In's able to recover that, make it into a close round. Unfortunately for...
I'm charging. Orange one.
That's
Hey,
so nice.
both stepping A.
Let's go.
Nice.
Up.
I'm with you. We're pushing heaven.
He's heaven. Heaven. Nice.
Nice.
Good shit, boys.
Nice.
Good fucking help.
Good shit. Nice.
That's a good
fucking
help,
round, bro.
And we're back for the rematch. From day one, a Sangal upset shocked the entire Counter-Strike world. All the millions watching online were going crazy. But here now, FaZe, a little bit better of a fight. 6-6 at halftime, they get to switch sides.
Yeah, but now they swapped to the trouble side, at least of last time. It was the T-half. They got 2 rounds on. Weird enough, considering it's Anubis, but let's see if FaZe have stepped up, warmed up, and are ready to play today. It seems like it, but we've got a red-hot X-Floud putting on a bit of a show for the Sangal side as well.
Yeah, he's banging right now, 15-8. Well, FaZe only needs 7, so that shouldn't be too hard considering the 2 earlier. They already have the roadmap. They already have the foundation. They know what they did to win those 2 rounds. Plenty of research. Harder to win the same map twice against the top dogs.
Sure.
All the
What is
platitudes.
this? It's not just the headsets off. There's a laptop in play as well.
Oh, he got like a phone a friend in there. The admin had to call in for some backups.
This is a serious technical turnaround.
Is he connecting to the Matrix right now?
Might already be in it.
Hacking into the mainframe.
Perhaps this is what needs to happen when you want to change your nickname, Hugo.
Yeah, true. You have to get it approved on all sides. Get those X's out of there.
Neil looks happy.
Well,
Doesn't look sad.
Yeah.
I've seen him look worse. Mostly when I was coaching him.
Wow, it seems to be some kind of correlation there, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys can bond.
We have. We've had those evenings of...
It's okay.
Yeah.
It'll be okay,
I
Jess.
know. I still can't really talk about it all that much. Is it plugged in?
You try turning it on and
You
off.
want to go over there? Give him a hand. They could use another guy.
Just a quick question. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but
I understand the rule where like when it's a tech pause, you obviously can't talk, right? Because people could abuse it, just make up tech issues so they could get a couple of extra sentences in instead of a timeout and all of that stuff. But and I think it's already that way. If it's like a serious tech issue, then people are allowed to talk, because it is sort of really strange that you need to just sit in silence for 5 to 7 minutes mid-match, you know, where there's a lot of intensity, you want to have good energy, you want to have good comms, right, all of that stuff, and then a tech issue happens and you're just sitting there with your own thoughts for 5 minutes.
We've all seen those.
And then it ends and you're just like, all right, boys, what's going on? You know, it just doesn't, you can't just flip a switch like that.
We've all seen those tech issues that last for 20 minutes, and the reason they do, and we, you know, like, I've even done arena games where it's like you're sitting there for 20 minutes because every 3 minutes you're hearing someone saying, oh, we've almost fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new problem. Oh, we've almost fixed it. And the player's sitting there for 20 minutes in silence in an arena. Well, it's crazy.
And you have like the noise canceling headphones on. So like it's almost like being like a little float tank. Like you have nothing to listen to except your own brain.
At least it's not salt in your ears.
Yeah, exactly. That's fair.
That's why you see people like, especially Frozen on FaZe, like lean back and just go full meditate, you know, just close your eyes, breathe.
Everyone's got their own different strategy.
I've seen him. He does that before games. I haven't really. I don't know if he does.
He
it
ain't doing
like
it now. He ain't meditating now.
Pauses.
He's angry.
Nah. He doesn't get angry.
David's chilling.
Just hanging out.
Oh boy. Even a ladder in the background.
Oh my lord, what have we got going on here? Bring out the toolbox.
Oh, this light have glare.
Do you think he's afraid to like turn the keyboard to use it because he doesn't want to use the player's setup? He's just like, oh, I can't move this keyboard.
Gotta do it.
The way
I have to actually just learn to type at a 90-degree angle. Well, it looks like it's resolved.
Gotta get the gnomes out of the PC. They're probably breaking it. There we go. Headsets on.
Oh, really well done job, admin team. That looked like it was. That looked like it was going to be 30 minutes. I was ready to switch into like full-blown podcast film mode.
Format talk.
Yeah. Oh God, please no. I've had way too much of that these days.
All right, everyone's locking in.
Everyone's laughing. That's it. Like, okay, you can talk now, and then someone just tells a funny joke, and we're back in the room. Freeze time coming to a close. Pistol round of the second half is going live. FaZe switched over to T side. Sangal on the defensive side. It is tied up at 6 for those of you just joining us at home. Double dualies. 7 pistols on the CT side. We love that.
I'm going to watch this round across the room.
All right, you need some binoculars? Or
I can see Rob's POV. That is it, though.
How's he doing?
He's holding mid. He's about to push mid. He's not going first.
No. Well, Kerrigan and Frozen are going to start probing into the B bomb site, throwing some utility out. And this has created a wide open highway. Wherever Rainbrokey and Rops want to go, it's all clear.
Wrapping B and Kerrigan. That kill's going to slow it down. This is still a weird round. I'm going to find out the hard way. Youngstar caught by surprise, but do they really want to go into what is 2 more players in this site?
I think that engagement came way too early. I think they wanted the engagement inside the bomb site, so now they're like, okay, they've got a chance to respond. Let's go elsewhere. Another kill as Jota gets pulled into it. And this, you can understand, Sangal has no idea what's happening on the map.
Feel pressure to get information, walking into Rain, giving him 2 kills, and now, yeah, they know they've got Sangal probably split up. 1 in the site, it's Linus, bottom of the board right now, just eviscerated by Rain, who is having a great day as he did last night against NIP. More Swedes on the chopping block for Rain as he finds 4 kills in that pistol.
Both pistols of FaZe.
One of those smokes on B was a CT smoke. I don't know if he dropped it by accident, or was it preemptively, or did he get a sound cue? I'm not really sure, but that smoke wall you saw was 1 CT and 1 T smoke.
And it prevented them from having information that Kerrigan crossed over to Dark with a P250, which took out the Dark flank that was coming in. Perfect pistol. Yeah. I don't disagree.
Could have gone much better.
Yeah.
Got that force by. Try MP9.
Very good distribution of kills as well on the side of FaZe. You'll have to see that. Everyone contributing a little bit.
It's a team effort, team game. Everyone's got to chime in. You gonna frag out this week, Yanko?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Chad brought me a keyboard.
Chad brought you a keyboard.
No shot.
So hard, isn't it?
This game? Yeah.
No, I mean like the round like that where like yeah, you have the MP9s, but no one had any utility to slow that down. No one had like a flashbang to activate to disrupt the attack whatsoever. You just had firepower, and obviously FaZe have come out on top of it, and they keep building on top of it.
Feels like Anubis is one of those maps where it's kind of hard to force by a second round the CT, you know? Probably would be better off just ecoing once and then getting onto the rifles.
I'm surprised we don't see that more often. I feel like in Pro CS, like the changing which round you force by. I feel like we saw it early in CS2, and like when we made the switch to MR12, where teams were experimenting if you wanted to wait for the third round to force by. Which
I think it's just like like we talked about earlier, the value of winning the second round being more important than even winning the pistol is just so tantalizing.
yeah,
Knowing that you, like, it's way less often now that say Sangal win pistol and FaZe win second force, the chance of Sangal win their third round on a 1400 buy is so much lower.
Well, that's different because of the 1400 loss, but you almost pretty much have to force. Although you don't need to spend until 0, you can leave 500 in so that your first buy is still good. You see Rain not really mop up.
no, he did a good job though. But the problem now is the AK and the Galil are picked up. That's very nice for Sangal.
Yeah, and also, I mean, okay, the save guns make a big difference, but the problem is it's not just about. Yeah, it's really nice to win the second round if you lose the pistol, but if you force and lose that, and then you lose this round, and you lose the one gun round, all of a sudden you can be 11-6 down, and that's very, you know. So you have to look at the big picture. You have to really plan it out.
That's what I'm thinking. Like a scoreline of 6-6, it's still close. I don't know. Whatever. Everyone has their own different ideas.
Yeah, do what you want.
Yeah.
Why do anything?
Yeah.
Why even consider?
Well, I care about other people's opinions. Do what you need.
Yeah, the knife. I'm glad he didn't try. You know, back to the wall, too risky.
Think so?
Yeah, I think maybe he could have got right click, but it's on the edge.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that guy who tries to right click and then does 45 damage or 55 damage.
And then he turns and
gets
snaps to your
flicked.
face.
Yeah, that will happen. Seen that happen enough. Especially not in game.
Ooh. That's a wake-up call. Kerrigan tries to flex a little bit, and he gets an AWP to the dome.
AWP's not here, but xFloud is now taking up A, which might even be worse. Let's see if Robson's any match right now.
Doesn't have a Molotov. He used it just previously after Kerrigan went down in that position, so they don't have anything to clear that off. Molotov can come up in the hands of Brokey or Rain if they join up with Rops.
I mean, the only player with nades on Sangal is Jota on B. And that's going to be a problem now.
Well handled by Rain. After that, Molly goes out. xFloud tried to make a play. Instead, it's FaZe entering into the site. One man before reinforcements arrive. He gets 2 kills. Youngstar comes swinging in. He needs to get this trade out. He's on his own in the open. Brokey, a chance, but he won't connect. And an important rifle round win for Sangal.
Dang. Nice recovery.
That was a pretty big over-rotate as well.
Yeah.
You know, they just come here, okay, let's just go and help A, let's just go and defend A, and if they're there, maybe we can win the round.
I think this was, if I remember correctly, the first series they played on this map on day 1. Like, FaZe couldn't even get basic A main control. They were getting stopped at, like, the first step. Like, they weren't getting A main control. They weren't getting double doors control in middle. They could barely get into the B bomb site. They were having just issues on just the initial defender was just multi-killing them round after round. At least you see a positive sign in this one where they're actually able to challenge into the bomb site, but again, a good defense.
This is where things get tricky for the CTs as they start expanding their utility. That's why you see the flash play outside B. You feel really forced to try to make an information play. You can't hold everything anymore. FaZe as well expanded a lot of utility trying to get some map control or simulate the fact that they're getting map control and rotating back into that B hit. The long range MP9 now.
Yeah. Not
Brave choice.
One of my favorite fights to get into. I did just say farts on accident. I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Worse things have been said by accident.
Well, once Sangal catch wind of this B hit,
Nice.
they're going to need to rotate those two players off. One's already running as they get the entry onto Rain. Oh, it's a slaughter. Another double from the captain. Last bullet swap out. And there's no chance here for Brokey. Linus with another 3K.
Here we go again.
Building and building some more.
Not even 2 steps through that B main choke point.
Not even close.
Well, FaZe has got to save now. They're out of money. So Scouts picked up on Brokey. We'll see what that can do. But, oh, xFaw just continues to have a fantastic game. Beautiful spray down as they swing in main. No pressure, no utility in his face whatsoever. And they're starting to get hyped up. Dust2 is next. Nuke being the 3rd map if it's necessary.
I do love the energy. It feels like they're in every game we've seen them. It looks like they're just having fun, man. They're just soaking in this experience at a tier 1 event. Great scout shot for Brokey, but winning this round is a whole different ball game.
I think also for FaZe, they lose the 2 rounds. You know, first one, Sangal's running in, over-rotating, kind of winning the fights. Not too much utility to stop them from doing that. Or no one in a lurk position that could cut off the rotations, right? Second time around, FaZe is coming in into a choke point, not really having a lot of utility to end the round, to flash LNZ's position, you know, or whatever it may be. So I think for Carrigan, you know, we'll either see him try to call someone into a spot where they could get some map control, cut off rotations, or just go for something faster but more utility heavy in the next round.
You're trying to link up with Rain here, who's just waiting in A main, but he really needs these guys to at least force back the ult. Brokey's going to peek into this with a scout. Good shot from Same. And another one as he drops back, a new position, misses that opportunity. No, he should be fine. He's got xCloud in there. Rain's going to take down xCloud. So you are right. Yeah. Someone did go down.
4 bullets. And just a dink. It's not meant to be on the eco. Level pegging at 9-9. Team Ace. Yumping with Yoi. If Sangal can steal this series away. Remember, this is for the playoffs. Playoffs. It's all to play for. Would love to see those pistols get closer before Brokey peeks camera. Because then the AWP goes out, but he gets a chance to back out and reposition. Instead, it could have been the AWP firing and pistols just immediately overwhelming. Would have looked a lot better for FaZe.
Nine to 9. We're all tied up. AK's back in the hands of FaZe on the attack. What spawn has the best music in the game? Ooh, T-side Anubis, T-side Ancient.
I like
What's
Ancient.
the little like spa that there is in the new map?
Thera gets really annoying after like 4 rounds.
It's too calming. It's like trying too hard to make me relax. It makes me angry at a certain point.
It's like main menu music is too much. I like Ancient.
Italy's a banger. That's a good shout.
Can't remember that. Inferno was a classic back in the day.
Yeah, that's true. You can still play some music there on the bells. You just got to do it yourself.
Yeah, manually, yeah. I don't know any songs there. Harry did learn some for a Pro League segment once. He learned Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something.
On the bells?
On the bells,
There's only 3, right? It's probably going to be pretty limited.
I think they added a fourth.
A fourth?
To add more songs.
Right.
You know, with every note you add, I'm sure you increase the amount of songs significantly.
There's got to be a musician out there that could come up with some like...
There's definitely someone out there.
Someone's got to make that content.
All right, this is desperate for FaZe. So 3 players going for B contact right now. No nades out. Here they come. Good luck.
Nice molly. Delaying.
Oh, the nade as well.
Yep. That's brutal.
Break the smoke.
They're just taking so much ship damage, they can't even find their way in. And for Sangal playing this very smart, saying we don't have to press the issue. Good nade from Kerrigan, brings it down a little bit lower. Spam through does some damage. Retake. Man advantage for Sangal as they come in, just lining up 2 towards CT spawn.
Don't know why I'm nervous.
1 temple, 1 up on platform already. I don't think Rain realizes he's here. There's the transfer over. Good spot. Rain's gonna save the day. Nice double kill. And Frozen way far back. They've got his position now. No smoke for any of the choke points. They do have kits, but they need to find these kills, and it's not going too quick. Flashbang and molly towards B main. Same swings in, and Kerrigan's got a double, but Rain set it all up. And that's a 10-9 scoreline for FaZe.
Ooh, a little 3v5 on the B hit, even with all that util, all that damage, and the delay. Rain still finds some massive kills here from the pillar position. Just playing aggressive enough to give FaZe a fighting chance. Double digits. And that is a money breaker, Jason.
That really is. And that's kind of a bummer because it felt like Sangal's CT side was starting to get some life into it. So it was like starting to really put a stop to things. Out of money so quickly.
That's what you like to see if you're a FaZe fan, right? Like stepping up in a 3v5, Rain and Kerrigan then win what was pretty much a 2v4. Just stepping up, clutching the round. I think it's for any team, really. You know, you're going to win big tournaments, you need to have, you're going to be winning rounds like those. You need to. You can't always just rely on winning clean rounds, out-positioning the opponent.
Uh-oh, dinked up. Good double from Frozen. 3-on-3 though, and 2 weapons recovered if they can put them to good use. A bomb site's already been overrun. I guess you just save these? Like you don't have a good chance of winning this round. You're gonna buy in the next one anyway, so if you want to risk the weapons, you can, but might as well keep that money flowing.
I think you definitely save. I perhaps would have liked them to have been somewhere where they could at least, let's say, all wait for the A main guy. If that's where FaZe wants to retreat, they could get 1 more kill, right? Keep putting pressure on the economy of FaZe as well, because sure, they're going to be 11-9 up, but if they lose the following round, it's not going to be great for them. Then their loss bonus is going to be tapped out, so they'll only get 1,400.
That's actually not that you just said tap. That's a brutal economy for Sangal. They won 3 rounds in a row, surviving with 2, 3 players, and then 3 players again, and then lose 1, and they're immediately out of money. They weren't able to build up any cash.
I think it's also because FaZe has 10 rounds, right? Like, so now they ecoed and they have a full buy, and FaZe is at 11. If they full bought and lost, well, then they would have to eco at 11, concede
and then FaZe would be at 12.
The tie, really, and give match point to FaZe, and then you have to come back. So that also plays a role in how you manage your finances.
All right, well, I mean, I guess if we take stock of this right now, obviously a very close game, I would say I'm very impressed that, you know, so often we see maybe an upset early in the tournament and the rematch is just a blowout, like the underdog just can't compete the second time around. This is cool seeing Sangal, like, still fighting back and still standing tall against him.
I think, though, here, I think this is, like, a really, really good timing for Kerrigan to change the pace with a call. It's been mostly defaults, all T side. Right here to do something else. Maybe you've been using a smoke earlier on in rounds and didn't really do anything behind it. Here to explode behind it.
Yeah, I think my only counter to that would be just because I saw the first game they played, I feel like FaZe went very fast and tried to do some of those like faster pace changey things instead of defaults, and they just got so deleted. I wonder if Kerrigan maybe is a little bit, not scared, but it's just like, why call it? You know, if it's already been proven it didn't really work and wasn't that effective the first time around, why touch it?
Rob sort of heard them get very close A main, so he's got to be checking that on timing right now. Meanwhile, FaZe are collapsing upon this B bomb site through the con smoke. 4 players ready to go. Is Rob's going to start a ruckus on A, or is this a fallback plan right now? It's an awkward missed Molotov. So FaZe will bound out. Rob's moving right now with an AWP trained in. Would not do him many favors. So FaZe go back to basics. Minute on the clock. Loads of util still. Robs might get this from further from the angle. Catches Same on the line, and that's going to complicate the whole round for Sangal, Don't know where to look.
Oh, not yet. They haven't even considered it. They're like, all right, he's dead. We don't need to rotate, though. We don't need to leave anything. We have felt that pressure in Dark earlier on. We felt some pressure from B main. Now here comes the re-exec. FaZe is just going to stick to this and hope that somebody shifted over, but nobody's moved. Youngster burning and push forward into Rain. Good advantage for FaZe. Frozen being patient, looking for the follow-up peaks. It's coming from the flank. It's coming from mid. That's xFloud, and they still haven't gotten past Joda.
Got to go. They can't go back. They have to go forward into the Lion's Den. Rain will trade from Dark, but LNZ comes through the smoke and Rain's on the clock. 15 seconds. 3 bullets. No shot. Oh. No way. 1. No. That was almost sensational. What a tap. Donk-esque like that round yesterday.
No, but these are the rounds I think that is so confusing when you're watching current FaZe, because they got the 2 kills. They were in a 5-on-3 essentially at this bomb site, and they were never able to actually get in. Yeah, there was a Molotov in the choke point, but you still look at FaZe and you say this team is going to close out a 5-on-3 at this bomb site.
To be honest, what's confusing here is why doesn't Robs push A after getting the kill? Like it was what? It was what? 1 minute left. He killed the operator. What are the odds if there's 2 players there? Okay, even if they are, your guys want to go B. So if there's a second player there, you give that info, then they know, okay, we're probably heading to the weaker side.
Yeah.
So I think, okay, I mean, he doesn't have to just run, you know, heads in, but if he throws the lurk smoke, play around it, get that info, if that guys put enough real pressure there that they have to move, or that your teammates can just come back to your side.
Because that's the exact read Sangal make. They see Robs gets that entry, they go, that's the lurker. Yeah. We don't need to adjust, we don't need to rotate, well, let's just commit.
We're kind of here and that's it. Like, if they go away, we'll save and play the next round, but if they come back here, we have a chance, and that's what happened.
Overcooked for FaZe, and now undersupplied with just Rain's rifle.
Just the 1 AK-47, hoping for a miracle from Rain.
I've seen it happen, Jason, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think we've all seen Rain create some magic.
You see that 1 tap just now?
Yeah, that was pretty nasty.
That means he's on.
He's been on all tournament.
Yeah, you should have seen him last night on Dust2. It was freakish.
13-1.
Back to the A bomb site. Never got access to Dark, Molotov, and Smoke, and they just realize it's probably going to be smoked on Q, just strung together.
Oh, they just cleared B main. So they've actually freed up LNZ to rotate. Boost could be something, but he shoots out the legs.
Just blind as well, I think.
Yeah, maybe he saw him jump.
Maybe he saw him jump. Yeah, you're right.
Gets another molly. They can even retake A main if they really want it, but they know all the advantages lie in their favor. FaZe on pistols. Don't know about this rifle yet. It hasn't fired.
Yeah, but no one's peeking anything. They're just like, you know what, whatever. We'll sit back in the bomb sites. Counter molly on xFloud as soon as he hears anything. That's on the other side of the map. Rain's going to step into this B bomb site from Dark. Misses the first headshot. Reacts to the second one. Knows the position, but that's a tough shot. Tough fights to hit for Rain. And we're tied up at 11. This one's going all the way. We're going to get all 24 rounds.
Fighting absolutely tooth and nail for this game.
FaZe's 1 gun round win was the 3v5.
Yeah.
Like the 2v4 from Rain and Carrigan, so hasn't been too many good situations for them so far on the T side. But now the problem is, Jason, now if it's kind of obvious that if you want to do something faster, like if I'm Sangal now, I'm just playing against a quick execute, right? The longer the round goes, the tougher it becomes for FaZe.
Yeah, and I mean, this was the issue, and then the first time they played against us, FaZe was really struggling on the T side to find openings, like cracking the defense at all, making them move, making them shift, and once again, it's not happening. Rops, a little bit blinded, knows the possibility of a push, spots nothing. LNZ and xFloud just fall back. It's a mid play for FaZe, going up into the AWP of some A.
Flick up. This will be a weird one. There's 2 players ready to go. Still catches Brokey though. There's a close player, but it won't stop him. Finding 2 shots off with the AWP. How the hell has he done that? Spray will not save FaZe in this round. 3 on 4. They'll have to do it themselves.
Well, this is good route running from Same. No. He's just going all the way back around to heaven to watch A main, and he's telling xFloud to keep an eye on towards camera. There's a little bit of an opening, a window. Frozen with a big trade, but that AWP has been so impactful in this round. Incredible stuff from Same, and he's got them in a 3v1. It's only Rops remaining, and he's got to recover the bomb.
I don't want to count Rops out of this, but they're all set up together. Two players ready to trade in the storage. A third approaching from camera. Rob's eyes on the prize. He sees that bomb at his feet, but he's got to get past the orb, and he will. First task down. Rob's waiting for the reswing, hoping for a fight. He gets information. What will he make of that? Jota's moved out. Robs gets a free kill, and there's no trade available. He has read it. Maybe he's even heard it as Robs puts on a clutch out of nowhere.
That's what we fucking needed, Robin.
Bro.
Amen, brother.
Bro, that's a game-winning clutch.
Horribly played for Sangal.
Dude, when
after such an incredible round.
When he gets the information on the second player here and doesn't even like really react to it, he's like, okay, I just see a shoulder as I'm looking away, and just continues, and it just, oh.
Jota thinking Robs is playing fast. He is taking his sweet damn time. You heard of this guy? He is never in a hurry.
That's a crazy win at this stage of the game.
Oh, mentally broken.
After the round Sameh had as well? Ooh.
Everything was perfect. Could completely just give him the bomb, let him plant, you have better odds.
And just bum rush him.
Rob says about that player you get in your stack, you know, in your pug, that you feel like he's baiting you a little bit, but then he, you know, wins you rounds in the clutch that you're like, can't really be mad about it. It's like, just let him cook.
Just let him do his thing.
He might have just won them the whole goddamn game.
He might have.
Saved them from the brink of defeat. They would have had no money here without that round. At least Sangal can buy, if you want to call it that, but kitless, glass orb, and even now out of Molotovs.
Yeah, this opens up the playbook for FaZe in the mid-round as well now. They don't have to wait till, you know, way late in the stage to call their play. Flashbangs in, Xbox. Do they come through that? They didn't come through the smoke. They didn't want to risk it whatsoever.
What? Oh, that's so disastrous. He wanted to go back for more, but they flashed him out.
And this presence from Kerrigan with the Molotov and utility in mid, it's keeping Sameh's all, you know, focused on that. He's getting a late rotation into the execute. Blinded, running through smoke, running through fire. Oh, he's got one, but another flashbang is perfect. And Kerrigan in middle adds another. And this is probably the map. 4-on-2 for FaZe. And Kerrigan keeps track of him in mid. It goes down even one further. This is done. Sangal's a good fight. 13-11, FaZe get their revenge on Anubis. They take the opening map of this series, and what a way to end it. All credit to Rops, a 1v3 to set FaZe up for the victory. And Dust2 again. So, with
Very
that in mind,
specific.
Yeah, it was. I think that's what he got. I'm assuming it's what he got last night. I could be wrong on that.
Well, let's see what he gets this round. So far, FaZe just sending it through lowers, looking to crunch in on mid, make sure Sangal...
That's too chaotic? No. Never. The most peaceful map.
All right, fair play. Most peaceful map. Well, this is peaceful so far.
To be fair, if you're Rain, every map is peaceful.
Yeah.
He's just so zen.
Okay. So I was wondering where you're going to go with that one. Zen, he is a very chill dude. He is very calm, very measured. And they've got the A bomb site. I don't even know if the long players, yeah, they're starting to put it together now. You could see, oh, you've ruined me now. I can't even say Sameh anymore. It's Sammy?
Yeah, Sammy. We asked him quickly the other day, and it was Sammy. I think everyone here wasn't here when we got that confirmation. So that was a fun one to listen to in the green room. But yeah, Sammy and Youngster.
We started at Sammy, then we went to Sameh, now we're at Sammy.
Yeah.
All right.
We got there eventually. But yeah, nice shots from FaZe. Solid pistol. Unfortunately, Sangal wasn't able to retake CT, which makes it harder to push down long, and that's going to be a relatively clean one.
Yanko, I saw you throw your hands up in the air at one point during that round. What you got on your mind?
Just an interesting setup for the CTs, Jason. We're not going to watch Cat. We're not going to watch like mid into CT, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to give them this and all of side. It's like if they don't go late, long, but also not with 5 guys because we only have 2 players or like 4 players. Like basically, please come B.
Right.
Or we're kind of screwed.
What I have noticed with Sangal is they seem to be pretty solid on the counter strat. So maybe it was something that FaZe threw on a T-pistol the other day that they were expecting, and then they cooked up something different. So it looked a little silly.
Yanko, could you do me a favor? Could you hold the Alt button and press R at the same time? Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
I was
sir.
wondering what's the key pass for that. You know,
Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
I couldn't be
And
staring
we
at-
used to have a paper here, but I guess chat is just too smart for the rest of us. And
Well, you know, again, you kind of talked about it last game. You're not on the casting desk all that often. I think all the casters have memorized the Alt-R combination, but yeah,
sorry,
we got
guys.
it figured out.
I will do better. I will come back stronger.
I believe that wholeheartedly. Rain's going to be in a bit of a weird spot when he turns this corner. There are 3 players, including a scout. He gets nothing. Brokey's stuck in the fight. So is Kerrigan. That's a hold down the trigger and keep swinging. Double kill, and now Frozen's going to lurk his way up long. They know there was a scout at this position earlier, so they got that information. And it should be a pretty textbook closeout in this round for FaZe.
That was a nicer setup from Sangal. I think it's like pretty baity because you see that first guy and you see the scout, but there's 2 more players there potentially, right? Like there was 1 more guy, so could have been worse for FaZe, but they win out in the duels, so as good of a start as you can ask for.
Good chunk damage, but with the investment from Sangal last round, then now it's the full eco. So FaZe should be locking in a solid 3rd round. Keep it clean here on the T side of Dust2.
Keep it as clean as possible. That's how we like it. No mess, no dirt. We had a guy sent into the mailbag, Yanko. He asked about American football. He just wanted to know how much you know and watch. Had no specific question.
I watch a lot. I mean, I get the Game Pass every Sundays for NFL. I also like to watch Sunday Night Football. I like Chris Collinsworth as a commentator to, like, you know, just see how he does it.
As a player, though, what position?
Is that a good way to describe him, Jason?
What's that?
He's folksy. Like, he's relatable.
Sure. Folksy, yeah. Down to earth.
Yeah.
If you were in the NFL, Yanko, what role are you playing?
Long snapper.
We call them positions.
Position. I said position initially, but I thought I'd change it up. You know?
Okay, you mixed it in?
Flex the thesaurus.
Right.
Thesaurus?
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus. Just a little bit.
I don't know. I don't think I could be... I'd be athletic enough to be anything other than
Well, forget reality for a second. Which one would you want to be?
Yeah, there you go.
Has to be QB.
Yeah, it really does.
That-
It's no longer the time of running backs.
I'd be a running back.
You'd be a fullback.
yeah.
Why?
Because you're big.
I'm
Strong.
short. I'm short though.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can move the pile. You can take a hit.
There we go.
Oh, I love this. Rain just straight down mid. This is the op though. Bang.
Yep, well, Kerrigan's loving that. He's like, way to go. You're increasing the odds that we play Dust2 again in the future. Oh, Kerrigan hitting the dome with the smoke. Couldn't transfer down, but he spots 2, and they just saw 1 cross mid. They have to know there's only 1 at the A bomb site, and now Rain's like, baby, I cleared it out. It's all good. Come on over. Bring the bomb. Off shot missed, and Frozen's up on catwalk as well.
Now they have all the info. They know where all 3 players are. So I wouldn't be surprised if Brocky just speeds it up here a little bit.
That bomb solo crossing long is never a fun feeling, though.
Oh my god.
Yep. That's Sammy. I'm just going to beat it into my head so I have it now.
I guess that's the trade-off for Rain having such a great game.
Oh, good molly. Buy some extra time.
Dude, that kill from Sammy is actually massive. Now the long flank is coming in to be activated. Sammy's going to be positioned in pit with the AWP. Frozen must win this fight. Oh, he does, but he's left in a 1v2.
Big shots coming through. Frozen. Bomb's not planning for him either because of the altercations earlier.
Oh, there's no kit.
Okay, we'll see if the molly's going to be able to save it.
Stick it.
Ooh, off. Low. Good shot, though. Sammy coming through with the first round for Sangal. Plenty of time for the defuse.
Plenty of time for it. Well, that solo cross with a bomb. It's a real nuisance, isn't it?
It was just it's like full smoked. There's just a random shot through the smoke with the op from
Wasn't there
CT
a
spawn,
gap?
and it's on him.
That's Counter-Strike, baby.
I thought there was a little gap. It looked like a bad one on the
It did look like there was one on the sides, perhaps, but I think he
Yeah.
got it straight down the middle of that smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no gaps. We were both
nothing
wrong.
there. He
Yeah, there's
just-
nothing there. He just hit a shot.
Just Hail Mary.
Shout out to NFL. Yeah, well done.
Nice, boys.
You miss every shot you don't take. And he took his.
Yes, indeed.
Ain't that the truth? Well, 3-2 split. Sangal prioritizing long, and they're going to get full long control, even with that corner smoke from FaZe. But Rain making an early maneuver straight through doors, decides against it.
This is probably like the most, I don't know what word I want to use, proactive. Like most I've seen Rain like really want to just influence rounds as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Has been here on Dust2. I think Kerrigan gave him the speech. He was like, if I'm picking Dust2 for you, you're going to go get me some entries. Not this round, though.
Figured out where the AWP was at the bare minimum. So we'll see how FaZe adapt.
He regrets not walking out those.
Yeah, I think so.
Which was a bit strange because he should have been getting the info that they're using a lot of nades long, that they're fighting for long. So it's an okay risk with that information.
Well, double smokes mid, showing the mid to B smoke, showing the little lurk smoke on the left. xCloud's going to have to respect it. 3 members of FaZe out here. Rops wants to chuck a Molotov as deep as he possibly can. Good flashbang. Kerrigan turns. Free kill for xCloud.
Great timing there on the swing, and xCloud looking for more, but Frozen, nice angle, and the reaction onto LNZ as well. This is looking dire for Sangal this round. Sammy, looking to try and find anything here, but with that bomb down and no extra info over towards Upper Dark. Oh, as soon as Rops gets this pick, it is save territory. Keep that AWP alive into the next.
Well, that's a nice sequence from Frozen. That's a very beautiful kill into the bomb site, a pixel headshot, and then the spin. And 4-1. And FaZe, they're just picking up where they left off last night in terms of running around in this map and dominating. Showing some of that individual prowess. 4-1. And money is a big problem for Sangal. Big problem. Huge problem.
Huge problem,
some would say.
Large problem.
Massive.
Sizable issue. Well, Sammy successfully keeping that AWP alive, and yeah, from Frozen's POV, that was just a stellar 2K.
Yeah, that's nasty. And I mean, just cracks it open. And I mean, that's kind of, I guess, a cool concept watching Kerrigan too. He goes down with nothing, and he obviously doesn't do anything crazy to win the round, but he does create that space for Frozen to follow him up and close the gap towards that window to get those kills.
We have a long spawn for FaZe now, so we'll see if they opt to take it. Looks like Frozen is feeling himself after the last one, and Sangal only with that Deagle or 5-7, whatever that is on the corner.
Is that a CT Molotov?
It was. It has gone off the wall. Must have been blinded.
You'd hope. You'd hope he was blinded.
Yeah. Let's assume so. Let's not get a replay of that if we can help it.
All right, plenty of time for Brokey to peer into the bomb site, be patient. And FaZe with this cover, too, can just lurk up on the left side of the wall, get mighty close if they choose to, but at the moment, clearing out their flank. That's Kerrigan and Rops who have fallen back towards T-spawn. They want to throw mid-utility. They want to make sure nobody's pushing up.
Ooh, Sammy. Maybe looking for this AWP duel with Brokey, who is tucked on that plat side.
He's got to flex a little bit, doesn't he? If you have the only AWP, like, you have to, like, take a risk. You have to do something you wouldn't normally do in a gun round. Yeah, they are. And they're all going to fall to their death. AWP drops down. That falls next. Rops, good shot as he comes through the smoke. They know there's one at the bomb site. And Rain's bullets didn't work there, but Rops's do.
Kind of crazy. Crosshair looked good.
Crosshair did look good. It did look nice.
I was about to say, you know, FaZe only had one flash left, and that's the flash they throw in the end was perfect for what Sangal was trying to do, so it looked like it could get dicey there for a second, but FaZe takes care of it.
That's a cool idea. I mean, you can definitely catch teams off guard with that kind of a push. Tough time for that peak to come in. 5-1 for FaZe as this bomb is about to explode. xCloud just wants to find an exit, find a weapon to upgrade to. He's going to see that on Catwalk. He's hoping the bomb is going to maybe blow it towards the box, but he should just be just fine after the explosion.
I do find it odd that Dust2 didn't... Okay, something's going on.
Yeah, someone's yelling.
Yeah. Yeah, what was I saying?
Something about Dust2? You found it odd?
Bomb radius didn't get increased like every other map.
Okay.
You know, you can still save in B, you can still save so close on A, like we just witnessed there.
Tell him, Kerrigan.
Yeah, get him. Shame.
That's what we heard. That was the commotion.
I like that. Kerrigan's coming in with some attitude today.
Yeah.
He's coming with a little bit of attitude today. This is a qualification for the playoffs. The winning team is in the playoffs. The losing team drops to the last chance bracket. One step down below this mid-bracket they're currently operating in. Implication being, of course, there is an upper bracket still in play, you know?
Yeah. It's all over. This is Group B, right?
Yes.
Group A.
A.
A? I had a 50-50.
I had my boys back. I have my boys back. Don't ever say. I'll leave him hanging.
Yeah. You sounded so convincing there as well.
You know, 50,
Well, there's 4 groups. It's one of the 4 groups.
It's right there on the graphic the whole time.
Oops. Well, what do we got here? Nothing special, nothing crazy being shown by either team just yet. Mid-door smoke there. Carrigan looking for lower dark control. And Sangal, bit of an early rotation. Looking to put heavy cryo on mid. Worried that it could be a B-split angle from FaZe, but they're just showing a bit of presence over towards short here. Sammy flashed back off short, back towards site. Had to go toe-to-toe with Rain again.
Ooh. Oh, he's going to hunt it down after the shot. Sammy falls back towards spawn, but he's sticking around for a fight. He's got a teammate now. Oh, how many chances are you going to give Rain? How many chances are you going to give him? Because he's going to win one. And that's a beautiful double coming off Catwalk. Carrigan gets the spot on X-Floud. Doesn't need to commit or be super aggressive. Actually, hold the phone because this long push has turned this into a 3-on-3, and Rops is on the wrong side of the map.
Okay, Jota. Him and X-Floud looking to make this one work. Oh, Rops missed opportunity. We are going to see Sangal go all 3 up short here.
He has information though, Rops. He's saying there's no one in CT, there's no one coming up a ramp. Everyone watch Catwalk, watch long. Those are the only 2 places they can be. Op in the bomb site looking towards Catwalk means there's no access for Sangal. And now Rops can backstab the retreat and take all these weapons away. There's the jump. Oh, what a transfer. They were even mindful of the fact that Rops was hunting them down, and he still gets both.
Rops is having a good day today, especially here on D2. 11-1. Hitting his stride again. It's great to see. Rain as well. Cracker of a couple of openings there.
You can't be taking this fight. Like, once you lose the angle, you can't expect to go up ramp with an op and fight CTs that are running out. Like, you just have to consider. That's why it's risky to play that angle. Like, if you don't get the kill or if you get chased away from it and you don't have a player in sight, you've given them the sight and then you have to figure out the retake.
It's such an awkward angle to fight on.
I think the only reason he does it, obviously, is because he has the M4. He's like, at worst, I lose this, and the M4 gets the trade. But Rain just dispatches both of them with relative ease.
Such a disadvantageous fight for the guys down slope.
Yeah.
Well, this round's been a bit of a wet noodle. Sangal not finding anything.
Can I ask you a question? How often do you eat a dry noodle?
Do you have chow mein at all? You have dry noodles in that.
Okay, so when you eat chow mein?
When I was a kid, I used to eat uncooked spaghetti.
Is that the opposite of lo mein?
So that's a dry noodle.
What?
I don't know, man. It's in the Weekend song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that a dish as well?
It is.
Maybe.
I
didn't know it was in
outside of sushi and Korean barbecue.
Don't do the Asian, Asian
really
cuisine.
Do. Yeah, exactly. You know what pad thai is?
What other dry noodles are there?
You know who loves ramen?
Who's that?
Neo.
Neo?
Loves ramen.
I can see that.
Why? Because it's only for sophisticated people and not people like me?
Yeah, that's where I was going with it, pretty much.
All right, just checking.
Made for the higher class of people.
All weebs.
Yeah. Or weebs.
All weebs.
All right, Yumpy.
I mean, the problem for Sangal is you look at this half, right? They lose a round where they have a man advantage, right? Just sort of fumbling the ball a little bit on B. Then the gun round we see after that is the Same sort of just being a little bit overzealous on the angle. So I think if anything, maybe if you're jumpy, you just want a little bit more default play. Like just try to extend the round a little bit, see what FaZe is going to do. But that's tougher now because obviously 7-1 up, they're playing with a lot of confidence. So
playing really loose.
This is where you also want to just remind your players to have anti-rush protocols, right? For the B guys to be ready for some sort of a B pop.
Yeah, and Rain's put a lot of early pressure on middle a number of times with this route he's running, usually with a nade to help kind of obscure his pathing. And he's going to do it again, but this time he can't get the kill. xFloud steps forward and says, no more of that, Rain. I got it. Well, it's not a standard default either. Being aggressive, Rops runs through the Molotov. Another off kill comes in. B-bomb site is having a really tough time. Molotov misses for Rops. Brokey's going to clean it up after the fact. FaZe are going to have a tough time winning this round, but it's very doable. Even with Rops at 8 HP, inside the B-bomb site, so difficult to retake, but look at all the utility.
Yeah, you'd think they'd almost go right now. That's such a horrible door smoke, real deep. But they're just going to hold on for a little bit longer, which will allow Frozen to reposition, bring that extra utility across. He's got that smoke molly and a flash to try and help out the players on site.
That molly's everything. When does he actually get it deployed? It's coming out now. Oh, perfectly timed. Smoke towards the door as well. Going to flash himself out. Retake is held off for the moment. They come through. One burns. And there's the wide angle, but there's Brokey's op. And Rops hasn't had to do a thing. Nade tickles him. 1 damage. Low. My lordy. They won it again.
He's fired up. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's one of those days, huh?
I love it.
That's like the most proper smack talk I've ever heard, though.
And this is why I love Dust2, because people who like say that Dust2 isn't tactical at all, I don't think that's correct. It's just a little bit more brawly in how it plays out.
I think it just exposes teams that have bad
But
fundamentals.
it's from all the pressure that they put, right? Like Rain again puts pressure running down mid. You have to deal with that. He even missed the molly. If he hits the molly, he maybe even gets a kill. And Robs puts pressure on B because those mid guys need to make a decision. Like, are they going to try to deal with Rain? What are they going to do? And that he finds a gap on B, or actually just takes a duel on B.
I think also like the tactics are a lot of times like...
And another round is over, by the way, in like 15 seconds.
I think the tactics are also like a lot more like individual reactions at times too. Like this one where it's like, you know, as you mentioned, with Rain applying that pressure and xFloud stopping to take that fight, it's like Rops recognizes that he's got a 1v1 and he's like, I'm going to take that all day. Like that's exactly what I want actually.
Now he is.
Yeah.
That's what we like to
True.
see.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
Like,
got a little more swagger.
I
in
mean,
him.
that's how you have to play, right? And Robs is that kind of a player when he's feeling confident, and that's when FaZe is at its most dangerous, right? When you have their guys putting so much pressure on their own, and sure, it's risky in a way. Like even in the first gun round, Sama was mid with the op, you could have punished Rain, and then you're in a 4v5, but that maybe, then at least you know the op is mid, then maybe it opens up a play for someone else.
Oh, here we go. Brokey's. Oh.
Ragdolls.
Sammy very ready for that.
Oh. Robs. Kerrigan dead next. More aggressive defense in these last few rounds from Sangal. This time it's working out exactly as they would like it to. Kills everywhere across the map, and FaZe this time have made no progress in round 11. Rops and Rain, there's plenty of money for FaZe. They're going to give it the old college try. See what they can create, see if they have any chance of coming back and recovering the 2v5. But it's going to be difficult. Bomb still dropped outside long. Just under a minute to play with.
They haven't had too much of an issue getting back from situations just like this, especially when Rain is alive and kicking. Rops as well. 26 kills between them in 10 rounds. Kind of insane. And Rain's going to be able to spot that info again. LNZ looking just to play his life here. Drawing a lot of attention over towards short, but Jota on 11 points at health is over towards Pit. Nice shot from Rops. And if he can get this one,
Get out.
then they're cooking 2v5. It's on the menu. And it's halfway done. But Rain going to get caught in an awkward fight. Molly in the open. Great attempt from the both of them. But it is going to be a second secured finally here for Sangal.
Ain't nothing easy. Ain't nothing easy for Sangal. I mean, the fact they almost let that slip away is mind-blowing.
I like how you were so careful putting down your headset. You press the cough button and everything, and then you're putting it back on. You're like, just put it on.
I've only got 2 hands, Yanko. I cannot hold a cough button and spread the headphones out.
That's true.
To get around my head.
Yeah,
There's only so many things I can do.
It's a big head too. There's a big brain in there.
It's a giant one.
But you can bring 8 pints all at once. Sure. Sell it on someone who doesn't know you, Jason. All right, this would be pretty good for Sangal to win this round. More so for then they win 2 rounds in a row, and have some confidence going into the second half. At the very least, you know, they were getting thrashed by FaZe for the most of this half.
Yeah, well... Dude. All right, just Kerrigan, keep picking Dust2. Especially if you can have Rops up here like this. Yeah, just keep picking Dust2. 17 kills for Rops.
Lordy. Youngster going to be able to at least find the double back, so down to a 3v3, drop into CT, not expected. Sammy going to be able to react just in time.
Oh, my
look
lord.
at the wrong way in timing. A huge factor here. In the meantime, they know exactly where Sammy is, so they're just going to try to go for the old foot race over towards B.
Yeah, Brokey dropping the bomb so he can just hold this cross. If Sammy walks right across middle, Brokey's shot. Oh, miss. He sprints. Tech9, immediate dink. And now you can just pre-fire turn this corner. Beautiful from FaZe and Rain, paying back Kerrigan's confidence with 15 kills in the first half.
Number's been good for that, man. Was delivering as well on Anubis, so he seems to be fired up today with elimination on the line. Good to see for the young gamer.
We're not seeing anything, but he's hearing a whole lot. All that utility being dispensed to regain control towards B early on. All of it being ignored by Lin Vision. Not super concerned, but calling over that maybe small lack of util that could cost him here. Alistair looking for another opening duel for himself, though. Looking to start a round off well. And oh man, Amelia knows these angles so well. It's not going to give him a peek. Not going to give him that inch over to give FlyQuest another advantage. Not yet, at least.
Gonna hold on to this position and otherwise work elsewhere on the map. Seems like it's B that they want to take a look at, but that is the heavy lean for FlyQuest right now. Timely molly. Just a little harassment onto a Fufu.
They have 3 smokes. They have 2 flashes to execute on in. And another smoke just been placed in their face.
Ooh, and it's getting frisky. Right on the edge of this. Just as Westmelon moves around. Who spots who? Who spots who? Who looks right? Boy, it's going to be Westmelon to catch first. And now this is problems on. Liaz, no! Not cleared! A Fufu able to flick around. Maybe imitating what Liaz did in the first half. This bomb's going to be planted, though. And an advantage here for Lin Vision that they continue to press. The bodies are gone. Alistair, you got to get out of there. I know there's money to spare, but this one ain't happening. And Amelia will not allow the escape. We're not done here on Vertigo. It ain't over till it's over.
All the timeouts chugged through. On the side of Lin Vision, but it nets them finally a gun round. A great execution towards that B side with even snappier trades. They did not have a lot of tools to work with in that round. Lin Vision were left on that execute with a couple smokes and only 2 flashbangs, which sometimes isn't even enough to get into that bomb site, but the explosive nature of that play catches FlyQuest off guard finally.
That is, I mean, that's the first round win in 8 rounds for Lin Vision. They have been stymied in this second half. Okay, Alistair gonna...
Well, Kerrigan's fired up. He's hyped up. He's yelling and he's happy because he's got Rops and Rain playing at a high level coming into Dust2. I think we'll see them pick this more and more. I mean, all of a sudden, that was the big thing he told Chad heading into this map was, you know, if we're going to pick this map, the boys better deliver on it. And are they doing it today?
Well, they didn't get Rain on 140 ADR, so maybe they're not going to pick it.
Well, Rops is stealing some of his thunder,
That's
isn't
true.
he?
That's true. But it's good to have Rops back like this, though, right?
Yeah.
You know what I want to bring back, Jason? Kerrigan with his...
Oh, yeah.
You know, the
little
toy that he had?
Yeah.
The rattles. The TSM days.
Are those allowed?
Probably not.
You can bring stuffed animals. I don't know about like a wooden toy.
Yeah. Distracting noise just to crank through the middle of a round. Let's see what happens at this early round. Rain going to get his head ripped off. LNZ ready for the mid-aggression. And with that pick, there's going to be a couple sent back. Julie's in the hands of Frozen, going to be able to find a couple there through the smoke. And Sangal, plans maybe not going as expected. Xploud going to be ripped out, and it's all Brokey and Frozen to make this one work. Oh, LNZ! Big flank from Long.
That was his last bullet. That was his last bullet. He misses that, goes for the reload. That guy gets up in the bomb site. It's an equal game. Good pistol round for Sangal, though. That's a lot of obstacles to overcome with the kills through the smoke, with the push through the smoke. They stay alive here on Dust2, and they get to pick up a MAC-10, some AKs, some rifles, and contend with FaZe's force buy.
Definitely thought that was over for a moment until LNZ just got those two quick ones. Swinging it long.
4 kills.
At the right moment.
Now that's a lurk, Jason.
Now that's a lurk. Held off the push, close out the round. That's a nade on your lap, and he still manages the headshot.
Rain knows it was dangerous to go back around the corner, so just opts to fall back to the A site instead. And FaZe, what's going on towards lowers here? Rops playing a dangerous game, and it looks like he's going to be able to find one onto Youngster.
Oh, and then you add in the tags on Linus, on Sammy. Why did I say Sammy? I almost just slipped right back into it. Sama. Well, they're going to reconvene towards the B bomb site. They showed that they took long, so they're going to try and confuse FaZe and force the rotation, and it has succeeded. And this extra smoke might just sell it even a little bit more. Kerrigan still heads up, but he's the only one here. And really not any great chance for FaZe to push and find any kind of information or intel. Maybe Rain, if he's like, 5 seconds from now, it's too late. I think this is a great round called by Sangal.
Yeah, they got the info. Kerrigan, how's his scout? Huh?
Oh,
not bad.
Look at the damage. Look at the damage done. This can be cleaned up. Low HP players. That 5-7, though, needed that kill, needed to connect. And now it's damage they don't really know they've done and don't think they can go for it. One more drops. FaZe could never turn the round, and Sangal's going to get a fourth. They avert the danger.
Yeah. Shifting that momentum from the first half. Good to see. If they want to try and even think about the idea of a reverse sweep, it all has to start here. No room for error in the second half of Dust2. And FaZe, well, they brought their A game today, so it's going to be a difficult and long comeback if Sangal even want to have that as a conversation.
Yeah, but at least they can have the conversation. At least they can start it,
We can ask Yanko about all of the things he's missed, like the boost bug fix. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, I hate it.
You hate that it got fixed?
I mean, what can I say? Of course, it's a good. I'm happy it got fixed.
What else happened? What else happened in your absence?
Not much.
Not much, really.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Well, 6-round lead for FaZe.
Did you see Harry turned Australian for a map?
That was good. I can't believe he kept it up in a whole map.
He did really well.
I'll have to go back and watch that. Now I'm intrigued.
The thing that got me was that he knew who Clive Palmer was. I was just like, how do you know these Australians? Like, what's going down?
Well, him and Chad go long into the night on TeamSpeak, talking about content ideas, of course. But that's what they'd like us to believe.
And Australian law.
Maybe he's just teaching him Australian.
Learning Australian, huh?
Yeah, so he could play for Talon one day.
Someone in one of our games last night said to him, why are you casting? You should be playing. Because he was just doing Harry things, carrying the game.
Yeah, he has a game like that every once in a while.
You get comments like that anytime, Mac?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Back in Oz?
Every time I play,
Yeah,
really,
every time I play, that's all I hear.
Well, this round's done. Brokey's going to come through the smoke and get taken down by Xploud 10-5. Next round is, that's, I think, where, jokes aside, that's where we start having the conversation, is this comeback actually possible when they, if they can add this first gun round on top of everything. Still would be 4 rounds back, but you'd be having some momentum, you'd have a huge economy advantage, things would be starting to look positive for you for the first time on this map.
I mean, it's already interesting because they have a lot of money in the bank, so, FaZe needs multiple gun rounds to close out the game. Also, for some reason, Brocky doesn't have an op, the first proper gun round, so they're not at a disadvantage there. even though they think they might be. So we'll see what the call is. That's why they have multiple guys going down lower B to not expose themselves to the AWP.
Well, 1-2-2 setup for FaZe. Utility for catwalk control going to be countered by a molly from middle.
Mid B smoke.
B pop. It's looking like we're going to be getting in. One player lurking middle behind this smoke, showing the mid to B. Two defenders inside the site. First kill is Rops, so is the second. And Frozen hasn't even had to give himself up. Rops just stands tall. Triple kill, they barely touch him, and the round is done.
Okay, new game plan for Sangal. Avoid Rops at all costs.
Yeah, B-bomb site might just be something that's closed from now on.
Yep. No matter how much util you throw at that, Rops was in the perfect position to like dodge the flashes at gates as well behind the car because he was just crouched down. So positionally insane, and as you mentioned, Frozen didn't even really have to get activated there.
Yeah, that flashbang doesn't touch him whatsoever. Banking off the wall, blocked by the car. Just a sick triple kill.
It's blowing his
Frozen's
mind.
loving his boy today. He got hyped up in the 1v3 on Anubis as well.
Well, FaZe just need 2 more to end this series, and it looks like they have just put the foot on Sangal's brake.
Oh! It's okay.
You hate to see that, don't you?
Yeah, that is a bad feeling.
I don't know why we call it the guitar in Serbia.
The Galil?
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like a guitar.
You don't just call it a Galil?
No,
Is there
that's boring.
Is there any other weapon that you do this with? You don't call it by its name?
Yeah, what do you call the AK?
A lot of names, a lot of guns have nicknames.
All right.
AK is just AK. You don't mess with that.
Ah,
No.
okay, of course.
Okay, well, there's a pick onto Rops. Frozen, however, with that Galil. Let's see what he's got with it. Oh, he's going to love it now. He's loving it now. He's very happy about that Galil. It's delivered him 3 kills. And Jota cannot land the headshot onto Rain from deep. Bombs dropped in middle. FaZe is going to be at 12.
That's all I got. The Shrekkening. Jota taken out of the round, and FaZe looking clean. That's like, how did Frozen get away with that? That's crazy.
See, I think he said, oh, I like Galil. I like Galil.
I like the Galil, yeah. It was pretty good. Nicely done from Frozen, forcing him into awkward engagements. The smoke came up, the Molotov in front of it. He knew it all along. He knew it all along.
Well, last tactical for Sangal to try and turn the game around. It was a solid start to the second half, but once guns were involved, FaZe off to the races and looking to assert the FaZe dominance we know and love. What will be the adaptation for Sangal here? One last chance. Xcloud down to the Tech 9, just going for the extra utility, and it looks like we're going to see the bomb go towards uppers. Spawn for B site, and we know what happened last time they went there.
Oh, this double setup is going to be brutal if they go to lower dark. Frozen tucked in against the corner, Rain back up on catwalk. Xcloud, the first potential victim. He's got 2 more with him. Oh, okay. Well, Rain did get 1. It was Jota in the back, and he's going to continue fighting, just tapping away. Up in middle, shuts down Xcloud, shuts down Sangal. 2 versus 4, and FaZe know exactly where they are.
Okay, that's that. Rain going to be closing things out. He was way too sharp there. Him and Rops, 41 kills between the 2 of them, and that was a clean bloody game, a clean showing on Dust2. 13-5, 2-0, and FaZe will be going all the way to playoffs.
Yeah, they've made the playoffs. That's got to be a good feeling, and they've also got some revenge. The upset from earlier in this group stage, Sangal taking them down on